are you? I almost didn't get to go live. It happened to me this morning. Facebook got me. So I had to turn things around. Hey, Courtney, thanks for hanging with us this morning. Kelly, good morning. How is everyone? I almost didn't think I'd be able to go. After I've announced it, I didn't think I'd be able to go live. I was getting a little nervous. And I don't get to do lives a lot on Saturdays, so I was really getting nervous. Lisa, good morning. All right, let me just find myself. And I can't find myself. There I am. All right, I gotta get my Mod Podge. We're gonna be doing some Mod Podge, guys. This is gonna be enough. We're gonna be doing a little bit different. Facebook has changed things again, and it's just not easy. It is just not easy to do a business live. How are you? What are you guys doing this morning? Again, happy Saturday. Wow, I did get all my supplies out though. When you jump on, say hey. We are doing a giveaway today to a new viewer. So if you are new, please comment new. Let me know where you're watching from. All right. I have taken out some toys, guys. We are gonna have fun this morning. Pasting. Good for you. I'm kind of watching the football game in the background too. All right, so if you are watching for the first time, I'm Patty, and I'm a designer with Chalk Couture, and I absolutely love what I do, y'all. This is so much fun. When's the last time I went live? Yesterday. Wait, did I go live yesterday? Yeah. What did I make? Guys, what did I make yesterday? I don't even remember. Oh, yes I do. The banner with our Club Couture. You would think it was years ago. So that was fun. Again, you could only get that transfer if you're in our club. Oh, good. That's awesome, Kelly. Has she tried pasting yet? I think everybody should try this. That is awesome. I know you've been crafting away, haven't you? Aren't you getting ready for a show? All right, guys, before we start, just one announcement. If you were interested in this kit, look how cute that is. If you were interested in this kit, I do still have a few more available. Let me, did I pin? Let's see if I pinned. The link to these kits are available in my VIP lounge. So if you're not a member of my VIP lounge and would like to be, just put in the comments, put VIP with your email. We're not allowed just to add people into our groups anymore. Facebook has done away with that. So I do need your email to send you a link. So if you'd like to be in the VIP group, just comment VIP with your email, okay? If you want the link to this kit, just put kit in the comments and I will get you that link, okay? Like I said, I do have a few more of these left. All right, guys, the giveaway today is going to be one of my all-time favorite things that I've ever done. I do this every year. I actually give this away every year. And I use this transfer. This is how old it is. Back in the day, we had orange silkscreen, y'all. Orange. I treat this like gold. I really don't ever want anything to happen to it. Every time I use it, I'm like, How many more times can I get out of it? I don't even have to put any fuzz on the back, y'all. That's how old it is and how many times I've used it. But this is just the most beautiful, beautiful pumpkin. I absolutely love it. And I do this project every single year, and I give it away. And I do it in a teal color. So you will be getting a teal colored pumpkin from me, okay? So if you are new, you need to put new in the comments. Some new viewer will be getting this today, okay? This pumpkin is just, I wish, you know, we actually do. I have a book full of pumpkins I can use, but I always, always, always go back to this one. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for joining us. Again, if you are new and you're not a designer, go ahead and put new in the comments, and you may win the gift away today. All right. So again, you're seeing orange. It is an old transfer. Our transfer is now the turquoise color. But it is one of my favorites. I do it every year, and I give one away every year. So we're going to be doing it in a blue. It's like a turquoise blue. I'm going to add just a little bit of white to highlight it, just a little bit, not much. And if I don't catch your comment while we're live, I definitely will go back and read through all the comments after the live is over. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them. This is really just for shadowing, okay? It's really not going to do much, but it'll give me a little bit of shadow. And then I'm just kind of moving the white just to get that little bit of movement in there. Okay. I am doing everything. I just went off a little, which is fine. I'm going to show you how you can fix that. So I'm going to do the whole thing in the blue color, even though I probably should do the stem a different color, but I'm not worried about that right now. So I'm just going to put this blue down, squeegee it up. There's some extra little swirlies on this transfer as well. So I'm just going to hit that with a Q-tip. If I think I got a little bit right there. And I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to wash that in front of you. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this little oopsie off. I love making different color pumpkins. Now you can make pumpkins any color you want. You know, we have plenty of greens. We have all kinds of oranges, fig colors. This is just going to be one of those fun side table decor. Actually, it looks cute on a counter too. Any kind of kitchen counter. Right, I'm gonna dry this because I'm actually gonna put a bow on it. I probably have made this particular project, I've probably done 10, at least 10, if not more. So if you are new and have never seen us wash a transfer, let me show you how that's done. So normally I would go ahead and I would take this over to my sink, but let me show you how you wash it. Super easy. You just want to wash it with water. You can use our board eraser, which I will show you, and a wet wipe. The only thing you don't want to use is a baby wipe. Baby wipes have oil in them, and you don't want to be putting oil on your transfer, okay? So you are just going to, and this transfer, y'all, was part of a bigger transfer. That's why it's cut up the way it is. And you're just going to take a clean, hi Sherry, how are you? Happy Saturday. So you're just going to take a wet wipe, wash it. You can pat it dry. I usually just let it sit on my sink sticky side up for about 30 minutes. Then I put it back on the backer and it's good to go for next time. That's how easy it is. Okay? All right, so now with the fun pumpkin, we're gonna put a bow on it. Actually, didn't bring my water with me today. All right, let me close up the white. And I kind of just wash or spritz around the seal and kind of clean it up. And we're done with our glue. Oh, thanks, Sherry. I almost didn't make it. Facebook was not my friend this morning, but it's my friend now. Deb, how are you? What are you doing on this Saturday? All right. Again, any new viewers, please put new in the comments because a new viewer will be getting this today, okay? All right. All right, so now I'm gonna throw some orange on it, and I'm actually going, where's Kelsey? I'm gonna be using some glitter. This is a bow from another very old transfer. It's another one that I use all the time for different projects. But I love, and I don't want to get it on the pumpkin. I love adding it. Did I take out my, I didn't get my orange. Hold on, guys. I didn't bring out the orange paste. I want to make sure I get the whole thing. Some of you who have been following me for a while have seen me do this project before. Oh, good, welcome. Welcome, Karen. Where are you watching from? All right, this is our orange peel. So I'm going a little bit brighter. I am going to be throwing some glitter down, so it's a great color for what I need. Usually I use this for like the bright Halloween projects. Now some of this orange is going to go right over that blue pumpkin that I just did. So you're just pushing this paste right through that mesh opening, and then I'm kind of just squeegeeing up the excess. Now, if you are going to use glitter, you have to put the glitter down while the paste is still wet, okay? So that's still wet. I want to be extra today. Usually I'm light with the glitter, but today I'll be extra. Okay. And that's the reason why I went ahead and I dried the pumpkin. I only wanted to make sure the glitter gets on the orange, the bow part. If that blue pumpkin was still wet, the glitter would get all over everything. All right, so I'm just gonna wash this quick. And again, you just wash with water. The transfer itself will definitely get some staining, especially if you use a darker color paste, but don't worry about that. So long as you clean all the paste out of the open mesh area, your transfer will be fine. Hey Jennifer, how are you? So I'm trying to think, this is probably, like I said, I have made this, I have 10 times, more, I promise you more, but I think this is probably the 4th year I've given this away to a newbie watcher. And I actually know the other 3 people who have gotten this. I remember who got them. All right. And yes, my sister's dog is still here. Can you hear her? She goes home tomorrow. 2 weeks. My dogs will miss her. Well, not all my dogs. Some of my dogs will miss her. All right, done with the orange. And then we're just gonna take this glitter off. I don't keep glitter, guys. I know a lot of you have a hard time with that. To me, this pumpkin is just like so Cinderella. We're not done yet, but look, can you see that glitter? Thumbs up, hearts. Do you like the glitter on it? Hi Liz, thanks for watching. Hi Elizabeth, do you go by Elizabeth or Liz? Oh, 2 Liz's. Thanks Sherry. All right, let's add a little bit of ribbon. I think I'm gonna fray, well, I was gonna fray it, maybe I won't. And I brought some beads that I did. Now I don't know if I want to use them. I might just use the orange one. I might just use the orange one. Because it looked so glittery, I just took it out. All right. Like put a big knot there. I'm actually going to add that bead to it. Now, if you wanted, you could actually add, you can chalk on this wood as well. I'm not going to today. but you definitely can if you wanted to. Use this. Yeah, just give it a little more sparkle down here. Now again, you can do this any color with any of our transfers. Just grab a pumpkin from any of our transfers, a bow from another transfer, and you can make your own. Okay, this is going to be today's giveaway to a new viewer. So remember, if you are new, make sure you type new in the comments. Yeah, it's a nice one. Like I said, I remember all the other 3 people who have won this. And that's our first project for today. What do you think? Can you see it? Super cute. Really easy too, right? Super cute. All right, so a new viewer is going to win this. So stick around for the rest of the live and we will give this away at the end, okay? All right, let's work on our bigger project. I can't get enough of our gather transfer, and I want to make sure that I use it as much as I can. Thanks, Heidi. I thought that was you. I want to make sure that I get to use it as much as I can. Whenever you're doing like a Thanksgiving type tablescape, I try to use a lot of DIY on my tables, and a lot of words or filigrees, leaves, or things like that. This transfer is the perfect size for any of our surfaces. You can fit it on a 5x7, you can fit it on an 8x10, you can add a wreath and make it a 24x24. I mean, there's so much that you can do with this one word. So today I'm going to be putting it on our palette board. This is actually a 9x12. Love our palette boards. I know a lot of you do as well because it is double-sided. So this is the back side. I've done so many projects with this. You can add handles to it. It can become a small charcuterie board or just anything like on the counter. You can use it for any type of platform, right? Add candles to it, anything you want. Today we're going to be doing some Mod Podge, okay? I'm actually going to be pasting on cardstock, but I do want to prep the board first, so I am going to do a couple of different things. First thing, I need my ruler. So the first thing I'm going to do is, if you notice, I'm going to make it more shiplappy looking, even though I'm going to be covering most of it. So if you look at this board, it's made out of wood, okay? It's not a chalkboard, okay? So I'm just going to define these lines just a little bit more. And how I'm going to do that is by using our black chalk marker, okay? So we have multiple colors in our markers, and I love them for like fill-ins or oopsies. Oh, it's usually, wow. I must have used this recently because that came out fast. Okay. All right. So again, I'm just going to define this just a little bit, and I'm actually going to wash it off. And I'm not worried if one end is darker than the other. That's good. All right, and then I'm actually going to paste paint this board. I've been doing a lot of that lately. And I'm going to use, always clean off your ruler, because you never know what your next project is going to be. All right. So we have that, and then we're going to use bark paste, okay? And I'm going to paste paint this, almost like the project I did yesterday when I paste painted the banner, okay? Again, if you didn't see that video, it's if you don't like to dye material, the alternative is to just paint it. Last year, I paste painted at least 50 banners. I made a bunch of Christmas gifts. I made a bunch of Thanksgiving gifts. And, you know, I do use RIT dye quite a bit. If I'm doing multiples, I don't like doing RIT dye for one project. So for the most part, I go ahead and I paint my banners. So if you missed that video, just go ahead and scroll to yesterday. You won't be scrolling long. And check out the video. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of push this in a little. So you can see it just made it a little darker. And now I'm actually going to paint it, okay? So the first thing you want to do whenever you work with our paste, if you're painting, is I go ahead and I spritz it just a little. That was actually a lot. And it helps with the brush strokes. Hey Dina, how are you? Happy Saturday to you. How you been? Okay, so again, this is my bark paste. When I'm painting, I definitely add a little bit of water. I'm going to be washing this off with a wet wipe, so I'm not going to be too, and I'm actually going to do the sides too. I'm not going to worry about the back side today. Now we're going to actually be burning that paper. So I want to go ahead and get this dry. We're going to burn, we're going to Mod Podge, we're doing some faux shiplap. And somebody's gonna win the blue pumpkin. And it's football Saturday. Oh my God, it's gonna be a great day today. I'm not going to be perfect because I am going to go over this with the wet wipe. And if you were watching yesterday, if you do paste paint those banners, like I did yesterday morning, it does soak up a good amount of paste. But it really depends on how wet you can wet the banner before you actually go ahead and throw the paste down. But if you don't have the right color paint, like an acrylic paint or something, and you have the right color paste, just as a reminder, you can use our paste to paint. All right, so this isn't perfect. I'm actually gonna throw a piece of paper over this, so you're not even gonna see most of it. Let me keep this out, I think. All right. And that's the reason why I went ahead and did the black on these lines, just to bring them out a little bit more. Is anybody chalking today or crafting today? I have a bunch of friends who are doing craft shows today. 'Tis the season, right? My fingers are crossed, they all do well. You know what? Some designers on my team, that's all they do are craft shows, vendor fairs, school functions. So last year it was tough for them when they weren't able to do them. So every time they sign up for one, and they let me know, it's like a countdown. I can't wait to hear from them. And if they're local, I will try and go to them. But I have designers on my team from all over the country, so that's not that easy to do. All right, so I'm just taking a bunch of this off. Again, I went with this color to make it more fall-like. Pile of stuff. Don't we all have a pile of stuff, Sherry? We all have a pile of stuff. Right, so see, by doing the black in the beginning, you can see those lines have come out quite a bit. Okay, let's let that dry. And now we're gonna paste on some cardstock, and then we're gonna burn. And hopefully, again, this is a rental. There's a smoke detector down there. So if you followed me prior to us moving into this rental, up in my studio, some of you witnessed the smoke detectors going off on certain occasions. I've been really good about what I do up in this work area because it's not my house. Technically, we were supposed to move into our new house at the end of this month, guys. Still mad. Always finding stuff, Sherry. Always. All right. So what we're gonna do, we've done this before too. So I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paste on this cardstock, and then we're gonna rip it. But whenever you paste on paper, you really want to wax it first, because you don't want to pull the transfer up and the paper come with it, okay? So I'm gonna use my absolute favorite wax. Most of you know what that is. Links to all the products I'm using today will be posted in my VIP lounge when I'm done. So if you need the links to anything, make sure you head over to the VIP lounge, okay? All right. So even though I'm not going to use the whole piece of paper, I am gonna wax it all just so it has the same look to it. Claudia! How are you, girlfriend? Claudia, guess what I made again? I know you've been around for a while. So somebody's gonna, a new viewer will win this today. Do you remember the last time I made this? So I make one every year. So I did one again this morning. Somebody's gonna get it. All right, so put the wax down. I'm gonna go ahead and put the transfer down. And again, the reason why I waxed is so when I pull the transfer up, I'm not pulling paper with it. And actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna use pesto for this. I'm gonna put this right here. I need to give it some room because I am gonna be ripping the edges. So maybe right here. And burning them. And I know if, hi Jennifer, I know if Terry was on, she would say that she loves this font. Now, you all have seen how many times I've already used this transfer. If your stick is gone, I still needed to put wax on it because I'm dealing with paper. But if I was using a chalkboard and the wax is gone and I'm never going to use that chalkboard again, I would just do a spray adhesive on it. It doesn't hurt the transfer at all. You love the font too. I know, it's beautiful. Hi, Letitia. Welcome. Make sure if you're new to put new in the comments. Someone is going to win a giveaway at the end of the live. All right. And so you would paste this just like if you were working with a chalkboard. Now, some of you may already see some staining on this transfer, and that's perfectly okay. Our darker color paste will stain transfers. That does not hurt the transfer at all. So long as you get or wash the paste from the open mesh areas, your transfer will be fine. You should be able to get at least or up to 15 uses out of each transfer. So you want to pull up slowly in case you missed anything, and that looks good. All right, let's go ahead and wash this. Now, I can't believe I didn't bring my little, usually have a cup of water for all my squeegees, but I forgot. I was having trouble with getting on live this morning, so I was disheveled. I always say, I promise you, I always say I'm really organized. When I go live, I always have everything ready So if I'm not live, when I say I'm live, it's because something has happened with Facebook. All right, so I'm just washing this with water in our sport eraser. And then what I'm gonna do is just wet it again and wipe it with a wet wipe. Again, you can use any kind of wet wipe you want, Clorox wipe. You just don't want to use a baby wipe. And I actually need to say this too, I think, because Dawn dish soap just came out with their own wipes. So I don't think you want to use those wipes either. Although I would buy those wipes in a heartbeat for around the house. Because I love Dawn. Who doesn't, right? But I don't think I would use them on my transfers. I'll buy some and let you all know. Has anybody bought them yet? Board erasers are key. All right. So I'm gonna let that dry. We're gonna work on our tag. I haven't bought the Dawn wipes yet, but I really do want to. All right, so for our tag, so this was just a wooden tag. So I went ahead and put a layer of Dune on it, and then this is pesto, okay? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna sand it just a little bit, and then I'm gonna dirty it up. And I'm gonna use the leaves and the filigree from the Gather Transfer. You love the blue, I love the blue pumpkin. Do you know I've never made one for me? And obviously everything I'm making this year I'm selling. I'm not keeping anything for myself because I'm really not decorating while we're here. All right. Let's do the transfer and then we'll get some ink and dirty it up a little bit. So as you can see, I've used this plenty of times. I think I'm gonna need the small pieces. This is kind of gonna like fly off a little bit too. Let's see if I need to wax. I don't. I've used this so many times that some of the stick is gone, so I'm not worried about. Do it like this. I think I'm gonna go this way with it and put the ribbon go the other way. So we're kind of gonna do opposite. So let's go ahead and do this in the bark color. I know, I will decorate a little, but I put so much in storage. And my kids aren't here really. Although Casey is always here. So I will buy stuff to make me feel good, but I just won't decorate like I usually do. Like I'll do more with like real pumpkin. Like I'll probably carve pumpkins and put florals in them and succulents. Like I'll do more of those kind of things. How beautiful. And that's gonna go on the board. And usually I don't wash all these transfers, but I know we've got some new viewers today, so usually I take them all to my sink and just do it all at the same time. But this is how easy it is. It really is one of the #1 questions that we get asked is, how do you really wash your transfers? Well, it really is this easy. Okay, easy enough. All right, let's add a little bit of distressing to the tag. With, let me get my ink. Let me just dirty the edges a little. I'm going to dirty the edges on that cardstock too after I burn it. Maybe I don't have to, we'll see. If I didn't dry this, so be careful if you do this, or just make sure that your paste is dry before you actually do something like this. Like heavy on the corners. Okay. So it just brings it, makes it dirty looking. I don't know if that's really the right word, but that's what we say. All right, let's go ahead and tear the cardstock. Then we'll burn it. If I stop the video, because the smoke alarms have gone off, because I have never done it up here. Please know I'll be back. Hi Renee, thanks for joining. Hi Tina. Melissa, how are you? All right, make sure if you're new to write new in the comments. I am doing a giveaway today to a new viewer, and you can't be a designer, sorry. So if you're new, just put new in the comments. All right, so let's go ahead and rip this. And again, if you, I'll have a link to all the products used. You can do this with any one of our transfers. You can do this with any kind of paper. To get too close to the words. So you want to get off as much of the scrap as you want, so it's less burn time, okay? Go ahead and burn it. Let me dry this first. I don't want any of the stuff getting on this. it out. Where did I put the Mod Podge? Let's go ahead and do a thin coat of Mod Podge on this and let it dry a little bit. We'll just put a thin, what was that? Crystallizes. A smaller brush. Do I have any smaller ones? Yeah. Now this paper, as you can see, isn't even going to fit on the entire board, but because I want to keep the look the same, I'll go ahead and spread the Mod Podge all over it. Let's go ahead and burn this without setting the smoke alarms. Hey Sherry, thanks for watching. Hi Sue Bradshaw, how are ya? All right guys, we'll do a little at a time. It is smoking a lot. Smoke detector's right there. Trying to do it fast, but I love the smell of it. It's actually like being at outside with a fire going. One of my favorite smells. It's always best to do this over a kitchen sink. Some of you have probably seen me do this with like wedding invitations. My sister's dog is like, I'm freaking her out right now. Should open a window. Let that burn a little bit more. Trying to keep it away. I'm trying to keep it away. put some parchment paper up here. So I want to give, let's do, I kind of like the way that corner looks. Do this corner a little bit more. This should really set the smoke off. It's gonna go! I'm not on a tile floor, but I do have stuff down. I'm prepared. Let's throw, let's do a burn here. A burn here. And there's no fan here either. Well, maybe that's a good thing, right? Okay. And that is how you burn. Just make sure this is dry. And I kind of just clean the edges off because the soot, when you're putting Mod Podge over it, you don't want it to travel. Now, if you don't want to burn, you can rip and just ink the edges. Same thing. Doesn't look too burned. Okay. There you go. All right. I hope I brought my parchment paper, guys. Oh, I did. All right. We're gonna do it this way so it goes on flat, and then I'll throw, usually when I press the Mod Podge or my project on the Mod Podge, it's because I'm not putting anything on top. This time I am gonna put something on top. But it will make it flatter for me. All right, let's bring this back. Let that warm up, and then we'll do it all over again. So I think I'm gonna still, probably right in the middle. Probably right in the middle. So again, do you see, I don't know if you can see that far, but the black lines that we did with the black chalk marker, this. Hopefully this will work with the cardstock. If not, we'll just Mod Podge it. Oh, hold on. So we're just heating this down. So hopefully it will stay flat. Perfect. So if you wanted to keep it more vintagey, you don't have to do any Mod Podge on top right now. Let me think about this. Let me see if I'm gonna, because I do want to add that tag. Let's see. So this is flat, flat, flat. So see? See how nice and flat it is? Thumbs up? All right, so, you know, I don't know if I want to. Actually, I was gonna throw some Mod Podge on the top. I don't think I'm gonna. I might keep it just like this. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. Let me bring it up there and show you. I don't know if you can see it that far. But see how nice and flat it is? I don't think I'm gonna put Mod Podge on it, guys. What do you think? To podge or not to podge? That is the question. What do you guys think? Keep it like that? Or throw some podge on it? Some podge. I think I'm gonna keep it. No podge. No to the, oh no. We have a no, we have a podge. To podge or not to podge? That is the question. So if you want to, first of all, you know there's all kinds of podges, right? We have the matte, we have the shiny. I don't know where, what did I do with my podge? Oh, right there. Let's put the tag on and see what happens. I kind of like it like that. Let me go get some of my olive palms. We'll see. You know, technically you can leave it like this now. So it is a matte. Right, I wouldn't want to do it shiny. Huh, all right, so we have no Podge, a Podge, and a Podge, and a Podge, and a no Podge. Too Podge or not too Podge? You guys are funny. Funny, funny, funny. All right, let's do this. Very light coat. And I am using matte. If it was Kelsey's project, she would be doing glitter Mod Podge. When you do this, make sure that you get the edges down good so they don't peel up after a while. And you could use the spray Mod Podge on this too. I'm not a big fan of the spray Mod Podge. I find that it gives like webs. It's like webbing, like spider webs almost. Okay. This will make it look a little more vintagey too. This would be really, really pretty, y'all, in like a centerpiece. Like right in the centerpiece. That would be pretty. Okay. Let's let that dry. Let's do the tag. I really think my sister's dog knew I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing up here. Because she's like looking and sniffing, and she's a good dog. But it's time for her to go home. She's good, but it's time. All right. So if you notice, it's like the opposite. So we went with the pesto on the gather, which you can't see. Okay. And then I did the pesto tag, and then we did the brown background on here, and I did the brown leaves on here. So it's just a little opposite. And I had one of these open, and I couldn't find it this morning, which is making me nervous. Back in the day, you never ever heard me say ever, but I can't find it. But up here, because it's not a permanent situation, I really didn't put things where they should have been, and I should have done that. But live and learn. Again, I didn't think I'd be here. I might have to pop this down too. Might go over this again with a little bit of push it down again. Do the do. Okay, let's do the tag. We're just gonna like do some little crisscrossing, not much. Oops. I think. If I want to 3D this. We'll add some jute to the side. We'll add some jute to the side, I think. But I want to put the ribbon, so you can see it, on this side. And remember, if you are new and you're watching for the first time, please put new, because somebody is going to get a giveaway if you're still with us at the end. And especially if somebody invited you, let me know who it was. I really want to thank them too. I might want to add some green. Okay, let's see what this gives us. Probably add some the leafing too. think tags are so much fun. I really do. All right, let's add. And we will put it together. All right, let's see if I want to just glue it or see, I think I might want to 3D it a little. So let me get a little tag. Now you can do this with a magnet, or you can do it with a little piece of wood. I'm going to do it like that. Give it like a little 3D look. Do you like it so far? All right. You see that? That like went up in my face. In my contacts. I think I'm gonna do that, and I actually might add some jute to the bottom. But a thicker one. This is just a little bit thicker. I think. Let me see, I may not because, well. Let's see. No. Less is more. We've got enough going on. All right, I think we're done, guys. Who wants to see it? Hearts if you want to see it. What do you think? Tell me what you think, what you really, really think. So it's kind of got that like vintagey feel to it too. Really, really, Connie, how are you? It's a little different, isn't it? So this, honestly, you can put this right in the middle of like a basket of flowers and leaves. Like this could really be a centerpiece. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Heidi. Okay. I did wink at you, Heidi, but honestly, it's like dust, sawdust in my eye. But I am winking at you, Heidi. I really like it a lot, guys. And you can make it too. All right. We are going to give away our blue pumpkin. So if you are new to watching me, if you're watching for the first time and you're not a designer, please put new right now in the comments. And we'll give it away. This one I like too. This is like an annual tradition, and I don't really even know how it started. Thank you, Connie. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. All right, so I'll go through the comments too. So we have Karen. We have Karen. Karen, do you know how many Karens we have that watch? Karens and Debs. Thanks, Sherry. Karen, you're the winner. So I need you to message me your contact information, okay? And congratulations. And thanks for watching. And please spread the chalk love, people. If you take a picture of the completed project. Oh, Sherry. You know what? Sherry, congratulations, Sherry. You are getting Happy Mail today too. Just because it is a day of gratitude. Like I'm feeling like the love. Sherry. I can't write with a pen. Sherry, I'm going to send you some Happy Mail too. Because you know I love doing that anyways. All right, so Sherry's getting some happy, and Karen Major. Karen, you are so welcome. Just make sure I get all your information, okay? All right, so tell me, which is your favorite today? Do you like number 1? You know what, Karen? Thank you. And this is a great group of ladies and gentlemen here on this page. So come back, you'll have some fun. All right, number 1. Karen likes number 1. Of course you do. She knows how to play the game. Or number 2. Number 1 or number 2, which is your favorite today? That was funny, Karen. That was funny. Oh, you can do it, Stacy. Which is your favorite? All right, I really have dust in my eye. I gotta go take my gun. Heidi likes number 2. They are totally different, right? And Stacy likes number 2. You guys are making me so happy this morning. And the smoke alarms didn't go off. And guys, you really can do this without burning. I've been burning for years and years and years and years and years. So I like to burn. I love to burn the backs and make, if you look at some of my really old vintagey stuff, old vintage. If you look at some of that stuff, like I do a lot of burning. Like I burn with torches too. So I'm used to burning. But if you don't want to burn, you can easily do this just by tearing and using ink and get the same effect, minus the smoke, which I actually like that smell. But smoke detectors won't go off, or just do it outside. But I love, like normally I would put holes through things too. Like when I burn these, especially when I do wedding invitations, like there's holes that actually open up, which is really pretty. Ooh, Sherry. 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts for number 1 and 3 hearts for number 2. You guys are awesome. All right, I'm gonna clean up. I've got some Texas football to watch, y'all. My husband's in a golf tournament, so it's really easy for me to just do my stuff today. Again, if you got a mystery pumpkin, those all went out. The last one was shipped out yesterday, and only was because I was holding it for somebody. She didn't want it mailed until yesterday. So your mystery pumpkins have gone out. Pillar stand embellishments are going out. Don't forget, if you want, this kit is on sale. So head on over to the VIP VIP page and you'll get this link, but these are 25% off. I have a few left. And I think that's it for today. If you need anything, please message me. I will go ahead and put all the ingredients for this over on the VIP page. And if I missed any of your comments, I will definitely get back to you, okay? But I hope you like these projects. I love them. Again, this one is so easy. It's always been one of my favorites. You do you, okay? Love to all. Have an awesome day and a great weekend, everybody. Bye.